All right, day's finally here. Monday Night Football, Texans versus Steelers. Winner moves on. Plays the Patriots next week. This game has potential. I think this game's gonna be a lot better than the game that we saw last night between the Chargers and Patriots. But I'm gonna give some few ways of how I think the Steelers can come out on top. First is getting the ball to DK early and often. I think he gets the ball early. You're gonna see him more engaged. And then also the crowd's going to start erupting because he hasn't played in the past 2 games. So there's that. And also taking some deep shots down the ball with him and MVS. I think will do great, help our offense immensely, especially open up the middle of the field and the run game, which leads me to my next point, is just finding new creative ways to get Pat Frymouth move the ball in the middle of the field. And that will open up, passing game and our run game. And then nextly is just trying to establish some kind of a run game, whether that's short dump-off passes, that's worked really well with Aaron Rodgers, with Kenny Gainwell and Jalen Warren, or just flat out getting downhill. Our pass blocking has been solid, especially as of late, so trying to take advantage with that. Keeping their defense on the field as long as possible. Keep that defense on the field for a long stretch of time. They're going to be exhausted throughout the game. That's just going to take a toll on them, and their pass rush isn't going to be what it has been throughout the entire of the season, which bodes well for us. And then on the defensive side of the ball, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig, you got to get to CJ Stroud. Whether it's stunts, whatever, you gotta find a way to get to him. Their offensive line is not great by any means. But CJ Stroud is fairly good at getting the ball out in a hurry. Is not the greatest scrambler, as you would say, so keeping him in the pocket. He's a pocket passer, so he's going to want to stay in the pocket, but that's just going to leave for opportunities for them to get to Stroud, and with that, hopefully would lead to my next point is turnovers. Huge, crucial, I think, to us to win this game. Given Aaron Rodgers a shorter field, definitely will help. And I think just putting any kind of points on the board early and late stretches as well. Kicking field goals. I know Boswell had some missed kicks, but he's going to be, I think, a huge factor in this game as well. Any kind of points will bode well in this game. I think it's going to be a fairly low-scoring game. I don't think it's going to be as boring as the game that we saw last night between the Chargers and Patriots, but it very will be a low-scoring game, and I think the score is going to be 23-20 Steelers. And here we go.